Why I love this podcast is because it's one thing to experience culture, but it's another thing to archive it. We need the stories to be told.
Our priorities say a lot about where our headspace is at.
I really think it's about relationships.
The only thing stopping anybody from getting what they want is themselves. You just don't want it bad enough.
What up, it's Toney Handsome, Toney Handsome, and tuned in to Creative Ambiance.
What up, creatives? Welcome back to Creative Ambiance. I'm joined today by Long Beach's very own Toney Handsome. How you feeling today, brother?
Feeling well.
Feeling well?
I'm outside today.
Outside, and we got the Friday feelings.
You know, I got my coffee.
What's the coffee order?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you about heart, but I just know it's keto. It's like...
Oh, it's
15,
keto?
Yeah, it's 15 calories. I'm trying to like stay away from sugar and carbs during the week, and then
I think the last time I talked to you, you were talking about you're on like a health kick too, right?
Heavy.
Big
on NAC, big on, D3, K2s, big on everything that makes sense for this body.
Okay. I don't even know what some of those things are, but I'm gonna have to look it up after this.
Yeah.
I love the positive affirmations on there too. They brought.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
You got it, dude.
I got it. Yo, appreciate whoever gave me coffee or wrote that.
Shout out Starbs with the positive affirmations.
Shout out Starbs, yeah.
Love that. I can't really think of another DJ that is more ingrained across multiple different genres of music and industries, right? Because I feel like the electronic and dance scene is a world of its own. So is hip hop, so is R&B, as you are well aware of. Because, DJs can obviously blend a lot of them, but you're like actually, engraved in those cultures. As the official DJ for Leon Thomas, Ty Dolla. You're connected to a lot of the electronic music artists that are really big, like Wax Motif, Channel Tress, Kaytranada, just to name a few, right? So how have you managed to kind of indulge yourself in so many different niches at such a high level?
Honestly, to keep it player, SoundCloud. I tell everybody all the time, like, SoundCloud has the best music out of all the platforms. Because you get a wide variety of artists from around the world, and you're hearing what they love and hearing their art. And so, say I'm like looking for a ballet funk song.
Yeah.
That will take me into a whole different type of playlist, and it'll go to Jersey with ballet funk. Okay. After that, it'll take me to Afrotech, and like I'm just being surrounded by so much world music. I think that's my key, is SoundCloud, honestly.
So that cultivated your taste then,
yeah.
right? How did you get like so connected into these different industries though? Like in terms of connecting with artists in them?
Shout out to my manager, Rick Blackman. He also oversees all the Insomniac properties, but he came to me one day and was like, bro, you can either be the strictly hip hop and I support you on all that, but he's like, if you really want to get to this Munyan, you're gonna have to really deep dive into EDM culture and do your homework. So he had me at before Academy was called Create.
Okay.
He had me at Create like every Friday.
No shit.
Doing homework, not even DJing. Like, this was an investment. Like, I had to pull up, pay for my own parking, like all this shit, and just really like learn. Cause I was like, yeah, I don't want to be just hip hop. Like, nah, I don't want to be just. I want to get the money. Like, that's the goal.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love even more with EDM, and I'm watching these artists like pour their hearts out on the decks, and then I'm looking at the fans, and they're just like happy.
Yeah.
There's no violence. There's none of that shit. It's just pure like love within that EDM culture.
That's a good point.
And so I was like, fuck, I want to do that shit.
Was it something that clicked? You're just like, I want to be responsible for cultivating this feeling amongst the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I felt like I'm a Pisces, so I'm a dreamer. So I'm
Me
just
too.
like, yeah, Pisces.
March 4th, bro.
March 2nd.
Hey, 2 days apart.
Yeah,
you got some
man.
similarities. I'm already knowing.
Hell yeah. So like, I'm just like watching. I'm like, damn, I'm envisioning myself up there and then creating this vibe for the crowd. And yeah, from there I was like, all right, bet, I'm serious. Let me get into it. And I started like creating like mixes on SoundCloud, and then I started getting better at my craft, and so I started getting more bookings. And luckily, I had Rick and I had Jimmy Fu in my corner, and they were helping me get to where I need to get to. I think what took off for me, or what helped me take off, was DJ Snake.
DJ Snake.
Like, I had like 3 or 4 shows with Snake.
Like opening up for him? Or,
Yeah.
okay.
Opening up for him and then closing for him as well. But also to watch a man who, like, I can tell Snake was a hip hop DJ first before anything.
You could?
Just the way he's on turntables. He's not on CDJs, he's on turntables, and people don't even realize that.
As an
And he's
EDM
up there-
artist.
What? He's
That's
freaking
different.
it. Like between him and James Hype, like I'm like, yo, you guys are gods with which I do. But yeah. Lincoln with Snake, and then that's ultimately what connected me and Ty as well. So,
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And that he does obviously a great job at what you're similarly good at, which is blending those two worlds. You know, you hear a lot of hip hop influences in his sets, hear a lot of that in your sets, but you still have, you know,
Yeah.
very electronic sound.
Yeah, man. And then Ty is fortunate to have Skrillex in his corner and Wax Motif and, you know, Channel Trez and all these guys. He has Boys Noise. Like everybody
Damn.
loves Ty. And
Really?
Ty loves him. Yeah, he's a great person, bro.
He's got a good ear, I've heard from people close to
Great.
him, right?
Great.
He's not just a hip hop siloed fan.
Nah, he's an actual musician. So he plays all these instruments, and like, of course, he came up in like gang culture and like
Yeah.
R&B and shit. But like, his passion is music as a whole.
That's special.
So it's not just limited to hip hop and R&B. He really loves, like, he really has a deep love for EDM.
really? Deep. Wow.
Love for E EDM.
That's very rare, I feel like, amongst
Yeah.
a lot of hip hop artists. Man, so it sounds like a lot of these connections happen pretty organically for you, right? Would you say?
God willing, yeah.
God willing. Well, going back to what you were saying earlier about kind of like the getting put on to the electronic side of things, I think it's interesting when you look at being a DJ in these multiple different facets, because in the electronic scene, it's like you are the headliner, you are what people come to see. But when it comes to like hip hop and R&B, it's like not so much that, with a few exceptions of like Mustard and you know, other DJs like that. But I feel like there's a huge market, and it seems like you recognize that this is how I really get the money on.
Yeah, no facts. And like, I'm glad you said that, because when I was on tour with Leon, I was able to be myself and not just Leon's tour DJ.
Okay.
So I was able to play like the R&B. Leon was like, yo, go out there and make that shit a party.
Hell
He
yeah.
said, I don't want to just hear women, ladies, listen, I know in Charlotte was lit. Like, majority of Charlotte, I got to say this first.
Okay.
Charlotte, y'all fucked with me. I love it. I saw a TikTok and there was a girl who was like, well, it's supposed to be an R&B concert. Like, where's, you know, just, it's supposed to be strictly R&B. Why the DJ playing this? Talk to Leon. He's the one that told me to turn up. He was like, yo, turn up. But I would say like 95% of Charlotte fucked with me. It was just like that 5%.
There's always going to be that 5%.
They're like, where's the Lucky Day? I love Lucky Day. Where's the Sade? I love Sade. I love all the shit you women love. Like,
Women do love Sade.
I love Sade down. I'm like,
too.
baby, I tried. Like, I was trying to like make everyone happy. But yeah, Leon, back to what I was saying, Leon let me do my own thing. He was just like, yo, like, go crazy. So I was able to play like the Kaytranada edits, the SoundCloud edits. I think I even played did I play some house? Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda, like a little bit, yeah. Well, K is kind of like house.
Yeah, the progressive sound of him. It's dope to hear, bro, because you can see, it seems like you could kind of take your audience wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, like you said, knowing how to play Sade to a crowd, knowing how to play turn up music, knowing how to play house, it's just like you really have, I feel like almost like a tool belt of different tools that you can kind of whip out at any kind of point, right?
Yo, shout out Rick. That's all I keep saying.
Yeah.
Rick, he was like, look at the crowd, look at the bar, look at the tables. Make everybody happy. I don't care how you do it, do it.
Is that also a reflection of your own personal taste in music?
Yeah.
Like what you're into?
Yeah,
What's Toney Handsome listening to when he puts on his DSP?
Right now, I'm going back to Tame Impala.
Tame Impala, I love it.
What else? I'm listening to. Let me go to my Spotify.
Yeah, let's do it.
My SoundCloud is everywhere, so I can't just give you one particular.
That's fair.
Let's see. I listen to Cardi all the time. Playboy Cardi.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
his new album.
Yeah. Rufus the Soul, Black Coffee, Chris Lake,
That's a big range.
Don Tolliver, Kaytranada. Amine is incredible.
Yes, and that joint album to me is such a classic with Kaytranada. That was something special, bro.
Amine just dropped, I think, last night. I gotta listen to it.
Oh, I haven't listened to it yet.
What? I got Destin Conrad, Berlioz, Drake. I got Hugo. Like, it's just a wide variety. Like it just
Yeah.
depends. But if I were to wake up in the morning and be like, yo, I'm going on Spotify, what am I listening to? Big Sean.
Big Sean.
That's my favorite rapper.
Really?
My favorite rapper.
Why?
I like since 2010. I just like his rhyme schemes. I like what he says. I feel like I relate to that man.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like he's so underlooked, man.
He really
so
is.
cold.
People don't give him the respect he deserves. He constantly is telling everybody, like, I am a top 5 rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't give him that respect. But he really is like a top 5 rapper.
He's like a
of the-
gentleman too. He's
Yeah,
a
he
gentleman
really
rapper.
is.
Like he'll say like I'm top 5, but he won't go diss you to be recognized as that top 5. He's just like he's in there for the sport.
That's facts. And he's also like a very spiritual person too, right? Like I watched some interviews with him and he's very in tune with his, you know, mindset and the way he kind of like lives life off energy, right? Going back to what you were saying earlier about like the whole taste conversation, I feel like taste is, amongst DJs at least, is a very like underrated topic. Like everybody talks about, you know, blending, you know, stems and just mashups and being able to be technically sound, being able to be, you know, like, I don't know, reading a crowd or whatever, and also even song selection. But people don't talk about taste enough,
Bro.
I feel.
You mentioned stems and I've been talking so much shit.
How so?
I started laughing.
Okay, I was like, what is it so funny?
Nah, I be having a conversation with some of the best DJs, you know what I'm saying, like in the group chat. And I'm just like, yo, I agree with stems, but these DJs are just like,
They're doing too much.
We're gonna get controversial.
Nah, let's get controversial, bro. We've done it on this show before. I talked about it with Jared Jackson.
Yo,
shit like
these
and
DJs that just rely strictly on stems gotta go. I'm sorry, y'all gotta go.
yeah.
Actually, it's kind of disrespectful. Y'all gotta go. Y'all fucking up the game, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
It's kind of like almost going bowling and having bumper
feel me?
carts on the entire time.
Yeah, like get back to real mixing. Just like how people in rap, like, yo, get back to real rapping. Don't be doing this other extra shit like going and snitch. I'm not on. No.
Yeah.
Just get in the booth. It's sort of like that. Like, yo, get into the fucking game and mix. Learn keys.
Yes.
You don't always have to be in the right key. If it sounds good, it sounds good, and I stand on that. But y'all are fucking up the game, and like you have like all these TikTok mashups. I'm just like, bro, like, no.
It's
And I sound like a hater or an old head, but like, nah.
Some people got to talk about it more, bro, because there's no standards. It's the wild, wild west right now out there. It's like you shouldn't be mixing Paramore with Amapiano. Like you got to do things with
But if
like
it makes sense, it makes sense because I've heard some cool shit with like Blink 182 and Amapiano.
you have.
What? Yeah. I've
So
heard.
what do you think the like threshold is then? Like if you're gonna use stems in Toney Handsome's mind, like how should it be used?
It should be used in balance. Like everything is with balance, right? So you should be able to transition, you know, through just like cutting off low end, turn up the mids, blah blah blah. You should be able to do that. If you are in the middle of a live set and you're like, fuck, I really want to cut this shit off, this whole beat off, and just use this acapella and like loop these vocals and use this wordplay to bring in this other beat. I like shit like that. Like,
Okay.
that's a personal preference. I like shit like that. I'm not going to be impressed going into a lounge, a club, and the DJ is just like, every transition is like just stems.
Oh yeah.
That shit is sickening. Like I posted something on my YouTube. I was like, yo, this is a practice set. I'm seeing what the hype is about stems. That was probably like my third time using stems. And I was like, oh, this shit is just way too easy. No.
Anybody could really use it.
Anybody can really use it. And then it's getting to the point where everybody's stems transition sounds the same. It sounds exactly the fucking same. Especially in LA.
Yeah.
I've been to a set, I'm not gonna lie, in Houston and Miami where the DJs actually was using stems, and
Okay.
I was like, yeah.
If you use it properly.
If you use it properly, I get it. It's still cheat code to me, but I get it, and I can applaud that. Like you found a niche, you found a sound, and it works for you.
Cool.
You know your
Good
shit.
for you.
But even then, I feel like they learn keys, like how to mix and key and like all this other shit.
Because having a solid foundation is probably most important then, right? Like learning how to do the base fundamentals before you just go straight to the cheat code.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, bro, I feel like going back to what we were talking about right before, like,
you got distracted.
No, you're fine. I think that was important to speak about because I don't think enough people are talking about it, and I think it needs to be talked about more. So thank you for bringing that up. But like talking about the taste conversation, I feel like you have such a good taste in music, and it's reflected in your sets. And I think that a lot of DJs, you could be nice with blends, you could be nice with a lot of different things, but you know, taste is also like a very underrated trait of being a good DJ. Would you agree?
I agree, 1,000%. Or it just makes you, it like, what's the word I'm looking for? A phrase I'm looking for. It just helps you stand out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody can mix Mo Bamba into sicko mode.
Play the top 40. Anybody could, yeah.
But can you take, you know, a Temptation song and mix it with Gucci Mane? Can you take an original and mix it with the modern version of that song and then go into a different genre and make it make sense? Like,
that's a different level of thinking. So what I'm curious where you developed your tastes. Like I know you mentioned with your manager Rick Blackman, yeah. But dating back to like your early ages of Toney Handsome, like what were you influenced by back then?
See, I was making mixed CDs, like burning CDs for
Back
like
in the
my
day?
team and shit back in the day. I'm a very competitive person, so I think it just came down to being competitive within my friend group, and we were all listening to music. We was downloading shit off LimeWire, like we was on the hip hop blogs, all the music blogs, just like, yo, have you heard this? Well, I heard it first, type shit, like you know, just like being competitive with the friend group. I think it derived from that. Also, like I was in church, I was in choir.
So gospel had influence.
Gospel for sure. And I always hated being late to things growing up. Like I would see like, I think I would see, this sounds like this felt like a therapy session.
That's sometimes it turns into that, brother.
I went to private school in Compton, but these niggas was bad. Like they were gang banging at like 7, like
What?
bad as fuck.
Private school in Compton is a special experience.
Yeah, it was very special.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, but like they would be hip to all the new hip hop tracks, and I wasn't necessarily like around that. I was more so around gospel and R&B at that time.
Interesting.
And so, you know, growing up, you'd be made fun of. Oh, you don't know this? Haha, loser. I was like, I'm not no fucking loser, and I fight. Like, now fuck all that shit. So I would go like listen, like go to my uncle's room. I was living with my grandmother, my mom, my uncle, and my grandfather at the time.
Okay.
Go to my uncle's room, listen to what he was listening to, and I'll come back like, yeah, pussy, you ain't heard this. Like, yeah, like that type shit. So I think like it started from a young age and just being competitive and not wanting to be outdone by anybody. And then it just turned into this great macaroni souffle of who I am today, to be honest. Like, nobody has asked me that, actually.
Okay, dope.
So that's why I'm like giving this
I'm glad.
long answer. I'm like, fuck.
I like that description. I haven't heard that answer before either to a question like that, because most people talk about like, oh, you know, like maybe their dad or a relative was like a heavy head in whatever genre, but being competitive from a young age to study music is pretty special because it's a different approach and you take it, it's almost like a sport.
It is.
Right? Like
looking back now, like my mom worked so much, bro. So it's like I was with my uncle a lot, and he was with Rare Breed, like the biker gang, like all the time. And so I'm like, I'm listening to their music in the biker house, the clubhouse, and shit as a kid.
What kind of music was it? Like heavy metal?
No. It was so Rare Breed is a black biker club.
Oh, I've never heard.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I would hear anything from Candy to Cameo, to Luther, to like Exhibit, to Dre,
Whoa, that's what you
Eminem,
listen
like
to?
all that shit. Like I'll be on Crenshaw Sunday nights with all the lowriders and bikers. Jamie Foxx's house, is my uncle at the time, was like like really best friends with Jamie Foxx.
No way.
Like his crib in Encino at the time. So he had a key to the crib. So I would be over there listening to like whatever the fuck he had going on. Like, I'm just like, damn, I was really surrounded by a lot of music. I've been to Dr. Dre's studio when I was like 8.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense then why you have such a wide variety of taste and diversity across so many different spans. You were exposed.
Yeah, I'm like thinking like, damn, I was really shit. So yeah.
You can't really replicate that either, you know what I mean? Like a lot of musicians and artists, I think, when they were growing up didn't have that type of experience. So it's a very special one that sounds like it cultivated who you are. Do you think that you also had any influences from like Long Beach artists? Like, I don't know, Snoop was a big influence at all? Or
I listened to Snoop, but I wasn't influenced by him. I was Pharrell.
Pharrell. Neptunes.
What? Neptunes, Chad. Pharrell.
Hell yeah.
I'll die on this hill that Pharrell is the greatest producer of all fucking time.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
And then Skrillex. That's controversial, but hey, Pharrell and Skrillex.
He is a GOAT, bro. I can agree with that. They're two very different sounds.
Very different sounds.
It makes complete sense with everything we're talking about, with how you are, performing in your sets. Like, it makes perfect sense.
Yes, sir.
So going back to the whole conversation around like your taste and how you got into music, when did you decide that like you actually wanted to, I don't know, start DJing or get into music for your own personal career?
There was a trash DJ it was Hollywood Live at Arena Nightclub in Hollywood. And he was so fucking trash, bro. And I was 17 in this like 18 or 21 and up club. Like, I had no business being in there. But I was in there with some I was heartbroken. I was in there with a bunch of fine shit. Like,
oh, no way.
And so like I decided to go out, and this DJ was just dookie cheeks, and I didn't understand, like, yo, this is 12 a.m. so you're the headliner at this point. And I'm looking, I'm just like, y'all enjoy this shit?
Like, if he could do this.
Yeah, and I went 3 weeks back to back to back, and it was the same fucker, and I'm just like, I can't even tell you this DJ's name. Like,
oh shit,
don't know. And I was just like, nah. So I was 17. I was in college at that time. I downloaded Virtual DJ, and I taught myself how to DJ for real.
Oh damn.
Yeah, literally taught myself everything. I tried the YouTube University, but at that time, like, YouTube was like too long, or it was like too boring. So I think I had like ADHD, undiagnosed ADD. I was like, oh, I can't do this. Let me just do it myself. What sounds good, sounds good. And I started teaching myself by ear.
Wow. So nobody taught you in terms of like guiding you on how to scratch or anything?
I started doing parties, and I eventually got into a club, and rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. But his DJ VIP was like, bro, like, you solid, but we getting you off Virtual DJ. You got to go to Serato. You're embarrassing us as an aesthetic.
That is important.
He's like, yo, embarrassing us. And so like I started watching him, and then shout out Night Train. Night Train was doing Crest. So as I was coming to like learn and like do the, the quick 8:30 to 9:30 type shit, Train was already good at what the fuck he was doing. Right. Train has been good since I met him. Like, incredible LA DJ. Shout out him. This was like 2009, 2010.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So this was
a minute ago.
Damn. What was even like, what clubs and venues were even around that?
You had Empire, which Nipsey would be at all the time. You had Crest. You had Eden.
I don't know any of
Supper Club, Playhouse. Yeah, you had all those. But yeah, so I was like, the reason why I will never tell Train this in person, the reason why I started going harder, is because I saw a set. It was his birthday set. I would never forget it. Night Train was going stupid.
Oh damn.
And fucking incredible. Like, I was just like in awe of this man's talent. My friends were trying to go like to another club. I'm like, nah, like, y'all can go. I'm watching this man work right now.
Like studying him.
I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Like, how he was able to control the room.
Okay.
And I was just, yeah.
Are you cognizant of that even now when you step out to places, in terms of like noticing different traits of DJs that you like and being like, yo, that's fire, I'm gonna incorporate that?
Absolutely. Olea and
Shout out
St.
Olea.
Chris. St. Chris from Houston. Best R&B DJ out. He's a white boy too.
Oh shit, no
from
way.
Houston. Best R&B DJ.
Got up
to me. He is insane. he's able. So we were talking about like stems and all this other shit.
Yeah.
He knows how to DJ.
Okay.
And then he'll incorporate stems.
He'll still use it.
Yeah, there's this one clip where like I was with him in Houston. The power cut out.
Oh shit.
But he has a so he has a party in Houston with Don Tolliver's DJ, Dr. McDaniels. It's an R&B party. So
Okay.
just to give you like the visual.
In Houston too.
It's a Thursday. Line is down the block. You can't get in this motherfucker lit. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of fine shit everywhere.
Sound like Lock and Key.
It sound like Lock and Key, but it's bigger.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it's crazier. And so you have this white DJ. He's curating the vibe. He got all the black people singing, blah, 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 blah. You play gospel music. It's hot as fuck. The power cuts out.
Oh shit.
All you hear is the crowd singing the song still.
Oh.
Word for word for word.
Acapella.
Acapella. They're the stems. They are the stems. They're the acapella stems. The power cuts on. He scratches in Usher. You don't have to call.
Oh.
I threw my shit. I said, what the fuck? One of the most incredible comebacks I ever seen.
Talk about being able to just like roll with the punches on the spot.
That was a Kobe 70-point game right there. I said, God damn, my boy.
That was inspirational.
Inspirational. I took the transition. I told him all the time, like, bro, I'm taking this transition. Like, it just made sense. So ever since then, and I took it to tour with Leon.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And people think like, oh, that's the craziest transition. I'm like, yo, a white man put me on, bro. This is a white man. He was playing Kirk Franklin into Usher. Like, yeah.
You worked the acapella in there too?
Yep.
Let them sing.
Did everything I had to do. I stole everything, bar for bar. Told him I was, yeah.
And then Olea too. He's crazy on the decks from a technical aspect as well as other parts, but
Olea, I cannot wait for Olea to get the credit that he truly deserves. To me, he's the best on Selection by far.
in terms of a DJ,
By far, yes. Like, I don't think, and there's no shade to anybody on Selection. I just think like he's just the greatest Selection member of all time.
wow.
Yeah, like I saw him do a set, and I'm telling him, drop this set. This shit will make you millions. Like he recorded it in Houston, and he has yet to drop it. But it was just, remember how I told you this Night Train moment?
Yeah.
I had that moment earlier this year with Olea.
Oh, at a gig or?
In Houston. We were both in Houston.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, what are you on? Like, what are you on between wordplay, between like, yo, fuck this genre, I'm gonna go mix this genre. He was mixing dembow with hip hop, with R&B, with Miami bass, with Jersey, with like going crazy.
Yeah, he's nice with it, bro.
He's incredible.
Really nice, and he's a hard worker too, bro. That's one thing I noticed about him. He's like very meticulous. Bro went to Cal Berkeley. You see, educated,
Very educated. Top 10 DJs of all time.
crazy.
Top
Bro,
10.
you are somebody who likes to give people their flowers.
Absolutely.
That's
I'm not
important.
a hater, man. I'm never a hater.
That's very important. I feel like there's not that there's not enough of that, but I feel like such a good quality to have as a person, but also in the music industry. Because it's interesting too, because you mentioned you're competitive, and being able to still put people on and give them their flowers is a very like interesting duality to have.
Yeah.
Because some people that are competitive, aren't so much that way, right?
That's a fact. I think I don't know. There's no,
It's just you.
it's just me. Like, honestly, like, you're not the only person to say that. It's just
Okay.
like, to me, it's just like being a good human being.
Yeah,
It doesn't take much to be a good human being.
being genuine.
Yeah, be genuine. Like, if somebody is like cooking, like, yeah, admit that. I can admit when somebody's better than me in a lot of things.
That's
and still be competitive. Like, oh, you're better than me now? Bet, let me work.
That's a great mindset to have. What how do you balance that though? Because like you still have that competitive trait. So how do you like incorporate that into, I guess, your career when it comes to being in the music industry or just as a DJ?
Mental whiteboard. Like a mental,
mean?
like, when you whiteboard, maybe if you're alone, if you're like, yo, goal, this is what I got to do, blah, blah, blah. To me, it'll be like a mental whiteboard, like this person, target, better than me right now. What do I need to do to outperform this person? Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. That's the competitive side.
So you're acknowledging that.
I mean, I have no problem acknowledging when people are better than me in a lot of things. Like, yeah, bro.
I love that.
I think that acknowledging that makes you better at your craft.
It's true.
Yeah.
Or that iron sharpens iron saying.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's like, what are you gonna live in like La La Land or Delusion Land, thinking you're better than everybody else?
Yeah, no, I'm not. Everybody else.
Same here.
I'm better than a lot of people, but I'm not better than everybody.
Bro, it must be the Pisces mindset, because I have the same exact mindset when I like watch podcasts or listen to people that are hosting. It's just like I recognize who's good at things, and I'm just like admiring them and their craft and seeing them like flow in a very special way. And I love to see that and then take tidbits. But then I also have that competitive mindset too, where I'm looking at people like, nah, you're interviewing Drake, or you're interviewing I could do that. You know what I mean? Because you still recognize the competitive side of things. But I remember in our last conversation, you mentioned something that was really dope, which I want to touch on a little bit here, which is that you said not enough DJs treat themselves as brands, right?
They don't, still to this day.
So can you touch on like the importance of, treating yourself as a brand when you're an artist or DJ?
In modern times, I think that's more important than the actual talent right now, unfortunately. I have a friend, we kind of beefed a little bit. Not really. I don't beef with females, but Good Trouble. She's an incredible DJ, right? And to me, a lot of times I feel like she feels like the world is against her, and I get it. Like her being a woman in this masculine ass atmosphere of a DJ world.
Oh, so she's a DJ.
She's a DJ. She's an incredible DJ and an incredible producer. And I think she should be where a lot of these bigger DJs are. I think that has like scorned her so much to where she doesn't understand when people are giving her genuine flowers. And she'll see things as like, people are just like, oh, well, you're just throwing it in my face like I'm not there. Like we had like a little thing. I was like, yo, like you're not in Miami Music Week. Like you should be booked.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, not everybody can have private jets and all this other shit. We went through. I'm like, yo, it's not even on that. Like, I genuinely believe in your superpower. Like, you're amazing and all this other shit. So, to me, I feel like she's not there, and this is just my optics because of branding. Because she has the talent, she has everything. Like she's dope. She's powerful.
Like when she gets booked and she's on, she's killing it.
She's killing it. Like even like her edits and shit on SoundCloud, her remix is incredible. I play them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the big DJs play them. All the big DJs play her edits. But branding, I think that her branding can use some work. That's just like a good example.
Okay.
I feel like, so to take a good DJ with bad branding, let's take a shitty DJ with great branding.
That is so true.
Let's take
so true.
Paris fucking Hilton. Why the fuck is she getting paid all this?
That's a great example.
And she fucking sucks. Or
who's that DJ? Is it Graves that played Coachella?
Yeah, the fuck was that?
She got the Coachella Sahara tent spot.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Is that Elon Musk's bitch?
His ex bitch. I heard.
Yeah, that's probably why. Like,
probably.
You know what I mean?
Connections.
It's like shit like that, and like
it's a good example though.
Yeah.
The branding.
Ooh, dare I say Dubs? Like they fucking suck as DJs.
Really?
But they had like maybe one or two hits that like caught on, and then the marketing behind that push. These and they're bitches in real life, so I don't even care. So, I'm just like some of these DJs or it just don't cut it. It's just the branding aspect, and I feel like everybody should find their niche. So for me, it's just like I can be a little bit unhinged. I think that's good marketing for me. I'm into fashion,
subcultures.
Yeah, like subcultures. I always like say like women run nightlife, and I play music for women. I'm not playing music for dick. Like that's crazy as shit. I'm not gay. No shade to anybody that's gay, but like I play music for women. Women run nightlife, and I say that all the time. Women dictate how nightlife is going to be.
Why is that?
Because like as men, like, do we get dressed for other guys?
No, we don't.
Do we go to the club for other guys?
Nah.
We get drinks, we get the tables, we get the tables for the boys, or do the boys want the women to come like you?
That is true. Women have leverage.
So if the women are having a good time in the club, right? They're drinking, they're with their girls, blah, 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 blah. They're going to want to have more fun. They're singing, they're they feel, especially if they feel safe within that environment, they're just like cutting loose. Let me give you a hypothetical. A man will be like, yo, like, come to my table, blah, blah, blah. And there's like no more liquor, but she wants to stay. But she's like, I'm talking about like the bottle racks. You feel me? Let me get more bottles. Like, they run nightlife.
They'll spend more money.
They'll spend more money. So it's just like, yo, like, you want to make sure the women feel heard in that environment.
That's so true.
You want them to feel like, yo, I'm the main character. These men listen to me. Like, you want them to feel empowered.
That's true.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. So that's my branding.
And there's so many different aspects of that too, because even from like a marketing aspect for whatever club or venue is booking you, it's like if the line is full of women to get in, they are showing that. If there's women inside the club, they're showing that on all the promos for it. And guys are like, I want to go there.
I need to buy. Hey, yo, we got to get the bottles. We got to get the table.
We're popping out tonight. And Toney Handsome is on the one too.
Tony Handsome going crazy. You know he going all the bitches.
Because then no matter where you get booked, they're following you to every place because you're gonna bring the woman.
That part.
Because you're catering to them.
That part.
All right, let's go.
You see that.
Yeah.
So you see the vision. It's like, yo, like, and I love when women are happy. Women got it hard out here. So let me,
They do.
You never know what type of shitty fucking week she had. And she's like, let me come out and like really have fun. I'm not about to just play boy music.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck no. No.
Also, like the sing along aspect too. Like most guys are not singing along. It's girls that are singing along.
Oh no, I got it down to a T where you gotta sing along. Like you can't help it. It's just the energy. If you like, if I'm playing, I'm not gonna give this transition, but if I'm playing this one artist into this other artist, guaranteed every trapper, every drug lord, every gang member in that fucking club is gonna be singing this next song. Like I will have Crips, Bloods, MS-13, essays, everybody hug each other with this one song because it's that powerful.
I kind of want to know what the song is.
I can't say it, man. I'm gatekeeping. That's what I'm gatekeeping.
It's your secret recipe.
It's my secret recipe.
Krabby Patty
man. Krabby.
Right?
Yeah, man. Like, it's just, that's branding, though.
The branding aspect.
branding.
Yeah. I think that you're right. Everything you said in terms of like similar DJs that get the big bookings are great examples because you can either do it the hard way or you can make life easier. You work smarter, not harder. You know, because it's still important to have the technical aspect to be a good DJ. But like you said, it's not fair because you can be a very good DJ, but you won't get the bookings. Number one thing they're looking at is social presence, social following. Is this person going to sell tickets? It's not, is this person nice with, his scratches, with the blends? It's like, they're not really looking at that.
I'm glad you brought up social following. Okay. I need Insomniac and all these, Insomniac.
I'm talking
Armin,
to you.
Rick, Jimmy, Pasquale, LED, all y'all pay the fuck attention. You got to clip this. Pay the fuck attention. Stop looking at followers from these fucking artists. I need y'all to look at their insights, require their insights. You can't really fake insights. You cannot fake presence. So they can have 1.6 million followers. Why are they only getting, we only got 40,000 views in 30 days. What are we talking about?
In like 10 comments.
In 10 comments on, like, pay the fuck attention. Y'all be like getting mad with each other and frustrated with each other over bookings and who you guys are paying to DJ these clubs and festivals. And like, yo, why is our ticket sales shit if they have 2 point whatever million followers? Because y'all motherfuckers not paying attention to insights.
That's 100% true.
Y'all not paying attention to insights.
What is it?
I gotta mute that up. I can't say that, but keep this in.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was about to say something crazy.
Oh, damn, I want you to go off the rails.
Something so crazy.
Yeah.
All these DJs will want to fight me, but y'all can't fight me because y'all can't beat my ass. So, bro, but just please pay attention to insights more so than the actual following. And like,
it's true. You could buy whatever.
Yeah, like I feel like Bella Fiasco will outsell a lot of these DJs that, like, she's a ticket seller and a table seller.
Ooh.
Both. Why are we having blah, blah, blah who has an empty fucking room? Like, you then have to open up the club for free because,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. like, why are we giving said DJ this amount instead of giving them the big boy amount? Like, it's just a lot of shit. I'm just like, yo, your lives would be so much easier if you had somebody on your team to be like, okay, yo, you got this following. Okay, you had these numbers in 2018. Well, it's 2025.
Let's reevaluate.
Yeah, let's reevaluate. Explain to me why I need to give you $20K instead of $20. Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now?
It's true.
Like, make it make sense.
I love the presidential, the presidential PR conference with that one. I love that. He had something to say.
Yeah.
Speaking on the branding piece, where did the name Toney Handsome come from?
There's a clique called Flirts in Long Beach. Well, it wasn't just Long Beach. I should have extended throughout like LA, OC. It was a pretty boy / pretty girl clique back in high school and shit. Where you had to get a person who was rated maybe minimum 8 out of 10. Like, as far as like looks go, like you had to get their number and rip it up and throw it in their face type shit. It was some fuck shit.
What do they call that? Aura baiting. You seen those videos?
Yeah. So I had to get like 2 or 3 numbers. Like, you know, the girls in the clique will pick out the girls and shit. Get their number. I'm from Flirts, bitch. Like, throw it in her face. It was some toxic shit, bro. I was young. Shout out Vince Staples. He was part.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Like, it was
Long Beach native.
Yeah, man. It was some toxic shit. But yeah, I got that from that clique.
Was everybody in the clique like Jerry Handsome?
No. I was there was Johnny Handsome. He was like the leader at that time. I was Toney Handsome. There was like Spaceman Flirts. There was like,
what the heck?
Yeah,
this
bro.
was like a pretty boy gang
Pac-Man, Lil Pac-Man. Tay F Third is from Flirts.
Oh, no way.
That's how you got his name, Tay F Third.
Oh, no.
It was Tay Flirt Third before Tay Filthy Third.
So you both got it through from that clique.
Yeah, it was through all that shit, man.
And you just kept it.
Yeah, Toney Handsome is fire.
It is. Like, it's a fire name, bro.
Yeah.
I was trying to pick. I'm like Levi Handsome. Like, how you could really like attach it to anything.
Yeah.
With that.
I was that since I've been going by that since I was like 15.
Oh, shit.
15, 16, yeah.
Damn. Mm-hmm. So for a minute now.
For a minute. Yeah. I had to get out. I was Bullet before that. That was my
Bullet?
name. Bullet.
Why?
For some other shit. And also, so it was Bullet Head and Bullet. Because I have a big head. So, but then it was also for some other shit. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Put the 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
The math.
For some other shit.
Well, switching gears here a little bit, I want to talk about Leon Thomas and his current surgeons. How cool is it for you to be building with him right now in this like such a special moment? You know, because my eyes, he had the best 2020 end of 2024 out of every artist. He's having an amazing 2025. How is it to just be there with him through this journey right now?
It's a blessing, man. Like, people ask me all the time, like, bro, this is like. Where Frank Ocean left, he picked up the pieces and became like another Prince. Like, to me, he's going to be the Prince of our generation.
Wow.
I know it's a lot.
That is a huge statement.
It's a huge statement, but like, this man, the way he records, the way he writes, the way he performs, the way he's just so meticulous of like, yo, I want this. If it's not like this, I don't want to go and disappoint my audience. Like, they deserve the best version.
Oh, wow. So you actually cares.
He gives a fuck. He gives a fuck. And like, so we'll do like club shit, right? We'll do club press. If the sound is just slightly off, he's going to have a fucked up attitude.
Oh, wow.
But he's still going to go perform for his fans.
Yeah.
And it's not because he's entitled. It's because he cares. Like, he gives a fuck. He's like, bro, like, that shit blew me. And I'll be like the brother, the friend, like, bro, like, I hear you. I get you. They loved it though. They loved it.
Like something that only he really notices, or
I would notice, like,
or like a true music head.
And so I'm just like, I reassure him because he is that great and he needs that. Like, or he may not need it, but I want to be able to like ease. That's my brother. I want to ease his mind and shit. That man, he plays the drums, guitar, bass. Like, he keys. He produces his own shit.
No way.
Bro,
a true musician.
True musician. And he gets a lot of inspiration from, like, of course, oldies, but also punk rock music. Like,
does he?
What? He wants to be an R&B punk rock star. He wants to be like how Prince was.
He has the look.
He has the look.
Yeah.
He has the look. He's getting in shape right now.
Okay.
His physique is getting, like, he's ready.
Wow.
He's on go.
Damn.
And so for me to be a part of this, I'm just thankful. Like, shout out Ty. Ty is the one who was like, yo, like,
I was gonna ask how you guys got connected.
so we got me and this nigga Leon linked back in like when I was in college, like we was in Santa Barbara at the same time, like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Wow, that long ago.
Yeah, like I even posted like a picture on my in my last photo dump of me and Leon, like young as shit.
Wow.
I had a fedora on.
Those days.
He had a light skinned face. He was like,
Fedora was a different era.
yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, bro, like you don't remember, but I remember like we met a bunch of times in Santa Barbara. We partied together. He don't remember that because he'll meet a bunch of people. You know
I
what
can
mean?
imagine.
But yeah, it was just like full circle. I mean, he was in the Lion King Broadway shit before when he was a kid.
Yeah.
That was my
saw
first
that.
time ever seeing him.
Oh, really?
Like I didn't meet him, but that was my first time seeing him. And I remember it. I'm like, bro, like your voice was incredible as a kid. And then I meet you again in like college, or I mean, I meet you in college and I'm telling you like, yo, like I saw you as when I was a kid and like you was going crazy. And then with Ty, like just being outside and Ty's like, this is my new artist. And he's like, yo, can you go on tour with him type shit? And I'm like, bro, like it's just like full circle.
Really though,
full
because
circle.
you even like you can imagine telling young Tony back then that yo, Leon is about to be him, like you said, Prince level, and you're gonna be DJing.
Yeah.
With like, what do you think the younger you would have said? You know what I mean? Watching something like
I'd have
that.
been like, damn, not basketball? Like,
Because you was
yeah, I was
in a
like,
basketball
damn,
guy.
what happened? I did all this training for years. What happened?
crazy.
Yeah, nah, but I've been like, damn, that's crazy. I bet. See you when I get there.
I'll see you at the top.
Yeah.
So basketball is had a huge influence on your upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you what do you take with you from like just your lessons with basketball and being such like a high level athlete in that world into the music?
Just the competitiveness, man.
Okay.
Yes, the endurance too. Like I was telling you, like you was asking me about water. I was like, I'm kind of like training to get back in basketball shape. Like I don't want to drink water till after my workout. I'd rather have cotton mouth through that and push through my workout and like go crazy, and then I reward myself with water because that was the type of conditioning I had to do. I don't know if that's abuse.
Yeah, that sounds like.
But like
you putting yourself through it.
they're like, nah, you don't deserve the water. Keep going. Keep going.
So that's the purpose of it then, to like a discipline thing. It's not so much for like a nutritional.
No, it's discipline. For sure, discipline.
Like you don't deserve the water until.
Yeah, get to where you got to get to. Get to that end goal.
That's intense, bro. That's some David Goggins shit.
It was it was fucking crazy, but I fucking loved it. Like I don't at that time I was like, damn, fuck you, bitch. Like I'm dying, I'm thirsty, but you get there, it's just that much more rewarding.
Yeah.
Oh, water.
That's true. You've wanted water so bad.
Water. I'm like a dry sponge.
Sandy cheeks head ass.
Yeah. Facts, bro.
I feel like the whole sports to music like trajectory is very relevant across a lot of like successful artists, because I think that a lot of people that were in sports take that same mindset, especially if they're doing it at a high level like you were, and take it to, I don't even know if they're not even music, to like whatever their aspect they're in, because they have that like molding of being a hard worker. And especially if you make it far, it's like you really puts you on to being like, I could do a lot of things in life, not just basketball, you know, in your sense.
It's discipline, man.
Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to, is discipline.
Did you, when you kind of like stopped playing basketball, did you kind of lose that like healthy side of yourself and you had to get back into it?
Yeah, I was depressed, man.
Oh.
Yo, I'm trying to like this body. I was a shell of what I once was, man.
Really?
It was depression, bro. Like, cause it's like, damn, I'm not going there. I'm not. Okay, I thought it is management, but they can wait. It's you're like, damn, I'm not gonna do what I thought I was meant to do. So it's like the drinking and the late nights, and you know what I'm saying, like the Fat Sal's. Shout out Fat Sal's. I'm sponsored by Fat Sal's. They're my people. Fire. But at the time it wasn't balanced. It was just like Fat Sal's, Bossa Nova,
late night
drinking, like I'm not hooping no more. I still got this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just accumulates over the years, and then your body is just like this big ass dad bob, you feel me? So like, I wish that, I can't say I regret it, but I wish that I for sure took my health and everything seriously back then, even if I wasn't hooping or handball and all that shit. Because, you know, now I'll just be like, you know, this monster of a fucking DJ, being able to do whatever without being tired the next day, like,
Just struggling,
man. But like, me getting back into shape and having the supplements, I think I had to go through that to get to where I am now, to understand like how important it is to take care of your body, and it also affects your mental. Like,
it's true,
for sure.
And back then, when you were like active in basketball, you weren't really thinking about that. You were just playing the sport, and it was a byproduct, right? The healthy lifestyle was a byproduct.
It was like, but I would say I would eat healthy, but not really, because I was burning so much.
Yeah,
like I would be working out for hours on end, then go to a semi-pro league or whatever and like have a game. So I'll be eating Denny's late night or like some other shit, but it wouldn't affect my body.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter at all.
Plus we was younger and shit. But what's crazier too is that you didn't just like finish basketball and then like stop working out and then you're doing something different. You also went into an industry where you said there's a lot of late nights, there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of late night eating. So it's just like even more so piled on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Even now, like I actually this year I cut out alcohol. I want to say I cut it out completely. Fuck that. But I minimized it. So like you won't see me drinking all the time when I go DJ. So those bottles, my friends are enjoying those.
Okay.
I may have a glass of wine. I actually just ordered like a fancy little wine glass.
Okay.
And it comes in a box and everything. So I'll take that wherever I go now, as soon as it comes in. Yeah.
It's part of the fit.
Yeah, man.
Like a chalice type of deal. That's fly.
And then late night, like, I'm not eating anymore. So
after the club,
if I do get like stupid hungry, it's like protein and fiber.
Wow.
So whether it be like eggs or I'll order an omelet, or I'll go to 7-Eleven, get some chicharrones and a glass bottle of water and go to bed.
That's a different type of life.
Yeah, no burritos, none of that shit late night no more, none of that.
That's important.
I'm locked the fuck in.
Let's go. I like that. Lock the fuck in on what you got going on and trying to live a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
With the being at the club, like at those like unhealthy moments, I talked to you. Obviously, we have a mutual friend, Eddie, and he talks about that too, about how it kind of piles up on each other. What is like, even I guess back then when you were like living that type of life, what was your go-to late night after the club? Like if you could pick the pinnacle for yourself.
There was a time.
Let's go back to that time. Check this later.
It would be Fat Sal's, the Fat Buffalo, extra cheese.
Oh,
either that or Bossa Nova had a pesto shrimp pizza, and I'll just add chicken to it. No scallions, extra cheese, of course.
Damn. The good times.
The good times, man. Fuck.
Might have to run it back for the one time, just a random
Fat Sal's
day.
for sure. I don't think Bossa Nova has a pesto pizza anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard this extinct.
Well, it's good to see you changing that lifestyle now. What is like a day in the life look like for Toney Handsome when you're not DJing or you're not doing music?
Oh shit. I'll read a lot of comics and shit like that. So let's say wake up, lay there, going through scrolling through TikTok, emails and shit. Get into comic book TikTok. Yeah, then I'm like, fuck, get your fat ass up, bro. So then I'll go look at like there's this guy named Nudie Nigel. He's a fitness influencer, or like these other fitness influencers, and get motivated. Like, yo, bro, lock the fuck in, go to the gym, do my shit. I'll be in there for like 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Wow, you're really in there.
I'll be in there.
Wow.
I be in there because I get mad at myself. I'm like, bro, you let yourself go. So like it'll be like that. Like right now I'm like chubby buff under all this. Like I'm getting there.
Man, I think I met you like almost a year ago, and even since then, bro, you've made a lot of progress.
Man,
I noticed
appreciate
it. Yeah.
It's the creatine.
Honestly, bro,
Yeah.
creatine is. I started doing it recently too.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very beneficial. A lot
Very
of different
beneficial.
ways. Take your creatine.
Take your creatine, please. Oh my God. Don't get a BBL. Get creatine.
Instead. Hey,
Like how I pay.
Optimum Nutrition.
Yeah.
Sponsor my guy here.
Carnivore. Keto diet. That actually works and it's a sustainable lifestyle. You don't always have to eat that bread and pasta.
You don't.
Let it go. That rice, forget about it.
Forget about it.
You like avocado? Me too. It's great. It's a good source of fat. You love steak? You like Mastros? This guy too. Go get you a steak.
This sounds like a spokesman for your favorite health brand.
For carnivore keto. Like I can't, you know what I mean? But on a day off, yeah, I'll go to the gym. A day off. That's so rare. Oh
Yeah.
fuck. And I'm just like laying there, just like in bed. I'll talk to who I want to talk to when I want to talk to them.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I think a lot of people in my friend group and shit understand that I'm just like maxed out when it comes to my social battery. So if I'm not responding, a lot of them won't take it as personal.
Good.
I'm just like, ugh, let me lay here and rot. Let me watch John Wick clips on YouTube and shit like that. Or right now I'm like learning color grading. So
Oh, dope.
yeah,
Whether you use Final Cut Pro or
I use
Premiere?
CapCut.
Oh, CapCut.
I use CapCut and I use a
color
bunch
grade on
and
there.
color grade. I use a bunch of different LUTs that like friends in the industry have sent me. And yeah, just like I want a specific look when I really drop like a DJ set, and I want it to feel like you're in an IMAX theater watching one of the greatest DJs of all time.
You keep using that term cinematic
Mm-hmm.
with your content, right?
Life is a cinema.
Yeah.
So everything
is.
you do should be cinematic. That's just my outlook.
And it goes back to what you were talking about with branding.
Mm-hmm.
That is part of it. Color grading, yeah.
Color
And
grading. So like if I have a specific look that I want for y'all gonna get it. I'm not gonna rush. Like I be getting bullied into like dropping DJ sets. Like I dropped one recently on YouTube. I'm like, I don't like this shit. Like I'm gonna take it down when I get back home. I'm like, but
Why is it you're your own worst critic?
yeah, I am very much so. Yeah, I want like just be patient with me, people, please. I'm working. I didn't spend bands on cameras. Like I didn't went through a GoPro. Shout out Eddie. He was like, "Yo, get the GoPro. It's enough. It's not enough.
It's not, yeah.
It's not enough for me. I'm sorry.
The Fish Island.
I'm sorry. It's not enough for me. I had an Insta360 before that. I didn't really use that. I was like, oh, the quality is meh. I got an Osmo Pocket 3. But that's gonna be my camera that I use to like film the crowd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just like put that in log. I'm getting nerdy now.
I want to hear it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in log. I'm gonna put it like wherever I can so the crowd can like you can see the crowd reactions. But I'm gonna have my FX30 on me, and hopefully the DJ equipment. I gotta figure that the fuck out, and just like the sound. I just figured out how to get a great sound quality, not through the input of the camera, but through my DJI mics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just like literally came up on it a day ago, 2 days ago, 2:30 in the morning. I'm on YouTube. I had to go pee. I woke up, whatever. I'm just like looking, and it was like a short, and the guy was explaining like, yo, if you want studio quality, sound from your DJ sets, use your DJI mic or get one, plug it into the mixer through a 3.5 millimeter into RCA. And you can essentially gain stage
Wow.
through the mic.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he showed an example, and the bass, everything was just like,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's important. A lot of people don't realize it. Like people will excuse bad visuals because everything's so UGC, but people won't excuse bad audio with content. That's going to be next level.
yeah. So I was like, "Wow." Cause I was like, fuck, I gotta get a Zoom. So I was talking to you
Oh,
about the Zoom.
yeah.
And then it just clicked in my mind, like, no, you just came across something the other night. Like, you had it bookmarked and you had the tab open on your computer for a reason. Like,
That's true.
yeah.
So you're constantly, your day offs consist also like studying and
How
like,
to
working on your
improve.
content.
Absolutely. So my day offs isn't a day off. There's no days off, really.
Yeah. It's just a lifestyle then.
It's a lifestyle. And you can't bring yourself out. So how does one continue to do this at such a peak level?
How?
Diet, exercise, mental exercise. I invest in therapy
Fire.
once a week. And yeah,
I love that. Therapy is important, bro. I go to it too.
very important. Once a week on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
In person or?
Nah,
Oh, it's virtual. Okay.
virtual. It's LA traffic, Long Beach.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Virtual.
I feel you. It's important, bro. And not it's Mental Health Awareness Month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right now.
Wait, is it?
It is. I'm pretty sure this is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Oh,
May.
damn. Didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's a very timing topic. But I want to touch on something you said earlier too, with like your friends understanding when your social battery is full or not tripping when you're not getting back to them. I think it's very important to have people like that in your circle, you
And
know?
I'm grateful.
And it says a lot about them because it takes one to know one. I feel like people take it personal when they don't understand what's on your plate.
Yeah.
But if you're surrounding yourself with people that also have a lot on their plate, it's like they get it.
They get it.
Yeah.
And even if they don't get it, it takes communication from you to help them understand, like, hey, like, this isn't personal. I still love you. You're my brother, my sister, whatever may have you. Sometimes I just need time to myself. And you may text me about something and it might be important to you. And I'm sure it is important. But what's also important to me is like my mental health. So
Yeah.
I love you, but like sometimes I'm not going to respond when you want me to respond. I hope you understand that.
Have you always been this way, or did you have to kind of develop these boundaries that you're setting?
I had to develop these boundaries because I've been that friend where I was like, I took it personal. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Until I started understanding, and I'm like, I didn't give that person grace when I should have. And so now I'm asking for the same grace, and
You expect it.
I expect it, yeah, but I get it. Like,
Yeah, it's a different mindset to have. Switching gears here a little bit to your party, you had to be there,
Yeah.
right? So talk a little bit about that. How did that start? When you started Had to Be There, did a lot of the audience followed you to your night?
my fault,
Everybody
audience,
went with you, yeah. And Bella, you run that with Bella too?
No, Bella has 444. So Bella has her own demographic. I have my own, and we come together and we have a collab party.
Oh, so that's why it's Had to Be There 444.
Had to be at 444, yeah.
Oh shit!
So shout out to Cyrus and shout out to Roxy. They made that happen.
At Lock and Key.
At Lock and Key, yeah.
Damn.
Great people.
What do you think makes you work so well with Bella, or why do you guys mesh so well?
I don't
It seems
know.
like you guys have a special relationship.
Like in a past life, I think me and her were siblings.
Oh shit!
Like for real. Like it's like some type of connection there. Like people like, is that your work wife or are you guys together? Fuck no. Fuck no. I can't even see Bella as that. And it's no shade to her. Like she's a beautiful girl, but it's just like a sibling thing. Like it's really a sibling thing. Like I always say, like, if I were to have siblings, and I never thought, I'm an only child.
Oh really?
If I were to have a sibling, I would want it to be Bella. Or shout out to Lainey and Shar. Those are my sisters too.
Lainey and Shar.
Lainey and Shar. They run Black on the Block.
Okay.
But yeah, those three right there, for sure, siblings. And we just understand each other. Like we'll butt heads, but it's not like something crazy. And me, I'm a person to hold myself accountable. So if I like fuck up or I feel like she feels the way, I'll apologize. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. I didn't, you know what I mean? Didn't mean it that way type shit.
Yeah.
But that's it. We don't beef. And it just works. It just makes sense.
It sounds like you're both like easygoing on each other too.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
that's important when you're working with somebody. I'm sure.
Yeah, like for sure. Like she's a gem. She's a gem to work with. I was blessed with a kind person.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say that about her too. Like I mentioned before, she has a lot of people that are speaking good about her, which is important, you know, because I'm sure that girl that you were talking about has more than one person talking of the same things that you're talking about.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I mean?
there's so many people that hate that girl, man. What? She has no idea. She think her friends are her friends.
There's a lot of that in the music industry, huh?
There is, but can I even say she's in the music industry? I don't think I can. She's just in an industry where she's just a clout demon.
Culture vulture.
Culture vulture, man. We don't like that. We don't like that at all.
They not like us.
Very much so.
Bro, speaking back on the party part of it, what makes, as somebody who has their own night and it's very successful night, you know, everybody loves it, what makes a party stick? Is it the community? Is it the music? Is it the ambiance, the vibe? Like
all of that. You have to really know your crowd and make sure that your crowd feels important, because they are important.
Yeah.
If they hit you on the side, you know, like, don't be too cool not to respond to DMs. Don't be that person. Even if, like, to me, even if my social battery is low, I'm going to try to respond to your DM. If you're like, hey, cool party, or hey, blah blah blah, are you going to be here this day? Can you play this song? I'm going to respond. I'm going to try my best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that there's so many parties in LA now.
There is, bro.
You just have to have faith in, like, your I don't want to call them fans, but your supporters, and market yourself. Like,
Market yourself.
Your marketing, did we go back to marketing? You just have to, it's not corny to market yourself.
Yes.
And it's not lame to ask your friends to, like, hey, can you post this? Like, the way they support Beyonce, the way they support Drake, Bad Bunny, Peso Pluma, whoever, they can support you.
Yeah.
It's free. It takes nothing.
And especially if you have a connection with that person, because Drake, Beyonce, they don't even know who you are.
You know what I'm saying? Your friend saying happy birthday to Beyonce. Beyonce don't see that shit.
No, she don't.
Just got tickets to Beyonce and you adding it. Are you adding it for the aesthetic? Who are you? What are you posting it for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll be asking those type of questions in my head. Why are they posting it? Like,
Intrinsically.
Are you trying to, like, is it like a flex, or is it like to show off, like, hey, I got Beyonce tickets, I'm gonna be there, or like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just be like,
it costs.
But you won't post your friend who you know, you might have a relationship with your mom or your father, or you know what I'm saying? You guys hang out and they're trying to do something for themselves, but you won't post them. It's kind of crazy to me. You know?
It costs $0 to support your friend.
Very much so. It costs $0.
Yeah.
Yep.
So marketing yourself, that's a huge part of making the day party a success. For you moving forward for the rest of this year, what are you, like, manifesting, or what are you looking forward to accomplishing in 2025?
I need to drop these tracks. I'm sitting on like 100 tracks. I ain't gonna
Like produced by you?
Yeah, produced by me. I need to drop this shit. I need to get some songs in with Leon. We've talked about it earlier on. Like, let's get this shit going. Oh, all I'm gonna say is Leon is going to, you know, house music Leon. I can't say who.
What?
I can't say who, but
shit.
That's gonna be crazy.
Shit.
This DJ group that me and Ty are in, let's get this going. It's me, Ty, Channel Trez, Wax Motif.
That is
featuring a fiery fifth that I cannot say.
Oh shit.
What else am I manifesting, man?
I feel like each of those deserves its own.
Yeah. I need to sit down with Channel and, like, just sit down in the studio for a week and, like, let's come up with something crazy.
Yeah.
Cause me and, like, Channel's my brother, man. Like, I love Channel so much. Like, our chemistry when we DJ, I fuck with it. So
What is it about it?
it's like, it's two chocolate niggas from Compton and Long Beach. Not to say, like, yo, me and Ty's chemistry is fire as fuck too, but, like, Channel, like,
From, like, a house music, it's just
from
different.
like from a house music, but also just, like, from a vibe. Like, we just understand each other. Like, we did so last year he did Wonderfront, and afterwards he had an after party. Sold the fuck out. 3-story club. Oh my, Music Box, San Diego, sold out. Channel. And, like, I would never forget that, because, like, he was like, Tone, come on, say, just do this shit. And we did it. We went from Not Like Us to fucking, I don't know. We went to ABBA to,
Oh, wow.
But, like, we were just everywhere as far as music goes, and the crowd loved it.
Like bouncing off
Off each other's energy. I was like, yo, watch this. Into Sandstorm, into, like, we was every.
Also, it was like a B2B set?
It was a B2B set, yeah.
Oh shit.
It was that. And then yeah, man, like we did a couple after parties in Canada and shit. Like, nah, yeah.
That's fire. He's such an innovator, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Compton House.
Yeah.
Bro, like
G Funk House, all that shit, yeah. So like I want to manifest like a club run with him.
ooh,
A club
that would be
run.
fire.
Yeah. Like I want to do like 20 cities. 20 cities, come back, rest, and then get into the whole boy band DJ group with Ty, Channel, Wax.
That's gonna be crazy,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, man. And what me and Ty were talking about recently is like, yo, he wants to bring his guitar out while one of us is DJing and just like kind of like freestyle whatever song is playing.
Oh no way.
And I was telling Leon, I was like, bro, like, let's get a drum pad for you. And you come on and like you play the drums while I'm DJing type shit. And like,
That's crazy.
yeah, like
I
on
love
some
that
cool
idea.
shit. Yeah.
That'd be
Like
crazy.
let's make DJing more performative.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Introduce live instrumentation into it.
And it's not too much of an addition. Like it works.
Yeah,
It literally works.
it would work. And you're talking about like such talented people that are involved in that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out who that fifth person is.
Oh
And
man.
what's it happen?
I can tell you off camera.
All right, yeah. When even speaking outside of like I guess the rest of 2025, what's like one accomplishment that you have always wanted, or maybe not have always wanted, is just like at the top of the list for you?
I want to buy this crib in fucking Montebello. That's
Whoa,
yeah.
Montebello.
Yeah.
Why?
So Montebello, they have like this new development. Like they're trying to make it like Hidden Hills. So like there's like a gym and a grocery store in it. Yeah. It's fire. I want, damn, I don't want to say this, but I feel like I need to say it. I need something to plummet within, within.
What do you mean?
I need. I'm trying to get it out without sounding crazy. I need something to crash in our stock market, please.
So you can get in at a low.
Yeah, like so I can get like a crib for the cost of eggs, like you know what I mean, like
The housing market.
the housing market. I just need the housing market to crash. Like they're prolonging it for what reason? Actually, I kind of know the reason, but I just want to get like got by a government.
Yeah, you can snipe.
I just let it go. Let it go. Can it be 2008 all over again? I always say like, fuck, I was in fucking school in 2008.
Yeah,
I should have
right.
been buying a crib.
Should have been buying a crib at 8 years old.
Fuck. Yeah, but I really want this crib. It's like a 3-story crib in Montebello. I really want that. And my friend's like, you want to live on top of blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, I do. But you haven't seen what I seen.
How did you get put onto it?
I think IG, late night scrolling. And I was like looking at homes and like making a mood board and shit. And I came across this development and I was like, whoa.
Ooh.
I sent it to Dre Sinatra. He got interested too because he was like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. They started at like 2.5 mil, but I needed to drop like 8. I needed to drop a mil. Just
1 mil.
Just drop 1 mil. That's what I really want to accomplish in 2025. Like by the end, I really want that crib.
Ooh, shit.
Either there or I want to live Santiago Lofts in downtown Santa Ana.
In very specific places.
Yeah, it's that's like a 4-story crib. It's a
damn.
townhome.
They got townhomes out there, a lot of them.
Yeah, it's fucking fire.
Is it the townhome that you love, or just the area of Santa Ana?
No, it's a townhome that I love, and it's set up like a New York loft, like a New York skyloft.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's incredible, and like I could put a basketball court in there. And,
Ooh, one
like,
floor
this-
is a basketball court?
bro. I can literally. So the garage can be. It's a garage in the office. That's how they have it set up.
Oh, shit.
And then you go up, and then you have where it's set up like a loft style, like a New York,
Like high ceilings?
high
So you
ceilings,
can get jumpers
yeah,
up. Okay.
all that type shit. And you go up another floor, and then there's your rooms and shit like that, and then you can go up some more steps, and you have a rooftop.
Okay. Oh, so you have your own rooftop.
Yeah, you have your own rooftop.
That sounds like a fire spot.
And I would love to have like a garden or chickens out there and shit like
Whoa, in the middle of Santa Ana.
that. Yeah,
That's a different type
yeah.
of life.
Have my own eggs, garden. Just bring me some peace of mind.
That's crazy. That sounds like two very different types of living situations.
It is.
But that would be like you're like, I fucking made it. If you're able to do something like
I don't
that
say I fucking made it. I'll just say I made it for right now.
for right now, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to limit myself to say I just made it. I made it. I accomplished that goal that I had in mind at that time.
I see. So that's right now the biggest thing for you, but that's not going to be like your life's over.
No, I think life's over is like crib in Malibu, but like down far Malibu, where like people don't want to come see me type of shit
Because of the traffic.
because of the traffic, and it's like, damn, Tone, fuck. I'm like, yo, I mean, I'm here.
Secluded.
That crib that Nipsey had in his final video, Double Up.
Yeah.
It's called Casa de Pietro. I want that house.
Also, you know what house
I
it
know
is.
exactly what house. I've been there a few times. Drake and Jamilio used to have parties there. Man, I need that crib.
So Jamilio, he has those like yearly birthday bash. Is that
That's
one?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That is a crazy fucking crib.
Yeah, you been there?
I haven't been there, but I know of the parties he has.
Yeah.
And then I know where he has it in Malibu, but I haven't been there.
Yeah, that's the one.
Damn.
That's the one right there. Yeah. I want that one. I need that one. He's the one. Shout out Tyler Henry. He's the one. I got invited to my first OVO party, 2015.
No shit. You went to OVO party?
Yeah. It was actually for Jamilio.
Okay.
So, yeah. So OVO, I mean, Drake and everybody were there. So that's like an OVO party.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It makes sense. How was that?
That changed my life and made me want to go fucking harder
Because of
that party. I
like
was like,
who you were in the room with, or
who I was in the room with? I met Andres Uribe from Selection that day.
oh, he was there too.
Yeah, he was a DJ.
Oh shit! Wow.
He let me play like 4 or 5 songs. Like, you know what I mean?
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Great person.
Yeah, man. Shout out James Morales, my friend from college, is the one who introduced me to Tyler Henry. And then from there, it's just been like a domino effect.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
2015.
Damn, 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I was going through heartbreak too because I had just lost my girl, like all kinds of shit. So 2015, yeah.
Very formative year then.
Yeah, man. And so like I said, shout out to Tyler Henry. He's also Party Next Door's like main manager. Like that's
Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay.
And he runs Sturdy Co. Have you heard of Sturdy?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, they do all the big tours for like Bad Bunny and Drake and Migos, like the creative direction.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
For all their tours.
All the visuals and all that shit.
Damn, he must be that guy then.
Yeah, man.
He's doing all that.
Raul Alejandro, yeah.
Shit. The reggaeton
Yeah.
artist as well. Wow. Damn, shout out to him. And also like it's cool to see that people look out for you in the same way that you look out for them. And it's like obviously you don't expect it from anybody. But we talked about earlier in this conversation, you give your flowers to people. You're not afraid to, let people know also that they're killing it and stuff. And it's obviously reciprocated. The universe gives it back to you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm appreciative. Like, I'm grateful for everything because anything can happen and be taken from you like that.
And that's not lost on you.
You're not bigger than the program.
That's a fact. Yeah, there's a lot of examples of that in the current day and age. I mean, even though it's funny because the cribs you were talking about, a lot of them by the water, it's like a Pisces.
It's a Pisces thing.
A water sign.
Yeah. I didn't believe in that shit until like 2 years ago, like astrology for real.
I was going to ask you, like, how much of that resonates?
Not the toxic social media versions of it, but the actual brujas that know what they talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Shit. Yeah. I'm like, damn, that does resonate with me. Damn, that does resonate. Fuck, this shit might be real.
Yeah, some of it does, bro.
Yeah, Bella didn't become a believer until last year, like late last year. Yeah,
it's funny. I feel like the more you mature, you get connected to your spiritual side.
You start opening up more.
Yeah, you seem like a very open-minded person.
I try to be.
Closed off.
I try to be, man.
What resonates with you from being a Pisces?
Emotional, but like therapy, like helps me balance all these fucking things that Pisces have. So emotions, manipulation. I can be very manipulative. That's why I'm like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And I'm the king of get backs. Like
petty.
Yeah.
With it.
We're spiteful.
Yeah.
We're very spiteful. But what my therapist and also what the brujas tell me is that Pisces, we're the superior water sign. And so that being said, we give the best reflection of what you give us. We're water.
Return energy.
Yeah, we return the energy. So if you've given us some bullshit and then you in return get this from us, you asked for it. We're just a reflection of you, my boy, girl, whatever.
True.
Yeah.
That's a great way. I can resonate with that very much so.
Yeah, it's like, and we give 1,000,001 chances. Like we are, we're like, okay, we'll forgive you. Okay,
grace
we'll forgive
part?
you. Yeah, we give a lot of grace. And once we ran out and we're just like, nah, fuck you, and we on our shit, you looking at us like we're the bad guy.
Yeah.
We're the villain. That's not the case. You did this to yourself.
I agree with that, and I think the reason is because we let a lot of things slide, and we're very cool with things, and like you said, we give a lot of grace to people, so people are just maybe expect like the goodness out of us, even if they're gonna treat us bad. But once you get snipped,
and when we walk away,
Oh.
It's over with. Forget about it.
Facts. That is such a fact.
Forget about it.
I will be-
Friendships, relationships, forget about it.
You're
Like,
donezo.
you did this to yourself.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you read this resonates with you, but very intuitive.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I
That's
read.
intuition.
Yeah.
Who was I just talking about this with?
I'm right about the things that I had a gut feeling about.
Oh, Anna Knight. She goes by AK. She
I've heard of her.
yeah, she's Blast's tour manager, and she was Big Sean's head of operations and shit. But I was just telling her about Pisces intuition. She was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Yo, we kind of can tell the future. Stop fucking playing this. We can like read, like we get it. It's like a sixth sense. Like we just understand your energy, like all this other shit. And don't tell us we're overthinking, because then you're gaslighting us, and then you're gonna you know what I mean? Yeah.
Very psychic.
Yeah, my friends can't get away with shit. I'll be like, bitch, you lying.
You don't even gotta say shit.
Don't
You
gotta
read
say
the room.
shit.
Vibes don't lie.
Vibes don't lie.
Like a mouth.
Shout out Leon.
Shout out Leon. Tony, where can people continue to follow your journey if they want to stay tapped in with you?
You know, Instagram at Toney Handsome.
That's what you're most active on.
That's where I'm most. I'm about to get back on TikTok. Like I got to figure it out. That algorithm shit is hard, but TikTok, Toney Handsome, Toney Handsome. If you don't know how to spell handsome, I don't
Can't
know what
help
to
you.
don't know what to tell you.
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come on and also getting a little spicy and dropping some tell-alls on people. Yeah. Hey, Kendrick's making it okay to expose people.
Yo.
I love it.
Yo, is he a villain?
Is he?
Is he a villain? I don't think he's a villain.
Or is he what the culture needs?
Also, it's not bad to like both Kendrick and Drake.
Yes.
You can accept that Drake lost and still be a Drake fan and a Kendrick fan. It's okay. There's too many weird fucking Kendrick stans and Drake stans who feel like you can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got to
it's
be a
true.
fan of music. Like, these niggas don't know you.
Yeah.
Why you dick sucking these niggas? They don't fucking know you. What the fuck are we talking about?
love that.
I see niggas on Twitter. It's be the Drake stands that I'm talking to the most. Y'all be tripping. Calm the fuck down. You got a wife and kid at home. What you dick sucking Drake for?
And it's also like you're living delusional life, bro. He
Yeah.
obviously took the L, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still that's what I do listen to. You ask me what I wake up and listen to, like on a daily or what I open up my.
Yeah.
Honestly, never mind. I listen to Honestly Nevermind at least like 4 or 5 times a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're still rinsing it to this day.
Hell yeah.
What are the tracks on there that really hit with you?
All of them, but I really love Text Go Green. I love Liability. Massive is my shit when I'm doing cardio. I will listen to Massive on repeat.
Flights booked when I'm on vacation.
Flights booked, bro. What?
By the water.
Bro, man, Falling Back. I like it all. I
Yeah,
like it all.
it really honestly goes and well. And he took a lot of courage for him to step into that new world.
Yeah, and I love that, man.
Yeah,
I love that for sure.
Makes sense for you too, because as somebody who's so, like we said, ingrained with electronic music and hip hop, I feel like you appreciated that more than a lot of people probably did.
No, facts, for real.
Bridging the gap.
I was in Tulum when that shit dropped. I was
Ooh, name a better place to be.
right? I was on a yacht, like,
Was that
out of my mind.
Was that like the first time you listened to it?
I think it was day 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, wow,
Damn,
I'm high.
everything's hitting at the same time.
Everything's hitting. I'm off tequila and fucking Molly, bro. Like,
Oh my god, that was probably a crazy experience.
you had the hoes trying to talk to me. I'm like, get away from me, women. Like,
Let me listen to this.
let me listen to this shit. This nigga spitting.
It's a good example too of like a lot of people were criticizing that shit when it first dropped.
Facts.
And then those same people like love it now, and like you got to sit with music for sometimes in order to really appreciate, I feel like, a project.
Absolutely. I need to get that shit on vinyl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I really love that album.
especially if it means that much to you. Yeah,
Yeah, to me, it's top 3, not 3 for Drake, but that's probably figured, man. There's a lot of figured.
Top
Just sonically,
three.
it just made sense. And he could have went like, oh, I can get Diplo or I can get Skrillex or blah 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 to get on this. He got Kind Music, he got Gordo. Like he went and really did his homework. And
he got Black Coffee too.
Black
right?
Coffee. He got all these like actual Afro house artists instead of just going like the pop route.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool too to see the rollout of that because I remember seeing a lot of content of him in like Ibiza. So he was like really putting himself in the environments and seeing like what works, and he's probably taking Molly and shit, being like, let me really connect with the sound and the culture.
The culture and shit, yeah.
Mad respects to Drake. All right, Tony, we appreciate you, bro, coming on and dropping some gems. Made it happen from Creative Ambiance, Long Beach, California.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, this is Tony and Levi checking out. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.